So next up is Deepa from Enterprisers. Deepa, the floor is yours.
So thank you for this opportunity. We're Enterprisers, and our focus is the manufacturing sector. And our mission is for the manufacturing sector to search, find, connect, and grow, because we believe that it's an invisible but important sector. So, what we noticed was the Middlesex 3 region is sort of an extraordinary density of manufacturing excellence, whether it's from Woburn to Lowell, Bedford to Westford. Dozens of municipalities, hundreds of specialized facilities. We have about 500 plus pre-profiled, spanning the gamut, whether it's industrial, whether it's advanced machining, biotech, robotics, and even non-industrial, like textile, food, beverage, breweries, makers. So the goal is to create visibility for these businesses, no matter the size. So the thing that we're trying to amplify is the fact that sometimes we're proximate, but we're invisible. So we're solving for proximity without visibility. Sometimes we've noticed that the 20-mile radius, you could have an OEM or a manufacturer looking for a specialized capability, or it could be a service provider. It could be business development. It could be an educational institution. It runs the gamut of the entire ecosystem trying to find something, but then you end up going outside of your ecosystem because that visibility was not apparent to you. Supply chain is an example of that. And so we bridge that gap. We believe that capabilities are local, the demand's local. The missing piece is that digital connectivity infrastructure. So what have we done about that? As I said, we pre-profiled. Right now, we're sort of live in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. And for your corridor, it's about 500 companies, but overall, it's about 7,000 plus companies that are pre-profiled. And the idea is for them to be searched and then to be connected with, and for allow that that whole sector to grow. And so we hope to unearth hidden capabilities and opportunities through this searchable, actionable private network for this particular industry. And so we have the owners in the center. And so we call ourselves owner first because our goal is to respect their privacy and their time and to bring their entire ecosystem to them, whether there are people buying from them, people serving them or supplying to them, or people wanting to invest in them to help them grow. So some of the personas for the owners, it's anybody that's registered to do business in Massachusetts or Rhode Island and is already making something. So if you're not already pre-profiled, you can reach out to us and we'll profile you in the event that we missed you. And then local partners runs the gamut. It's manufacturing services, it's financial and professional services, it's anybody that wants to serve these stakeholders, these owners. And investors could be community banks, business acquirers, lenders, and so on and so forth. And customers are the large manufacturers, out-of-state manufacturers, tier 1, tier 2, the OEMs. So the goal really, as we say, search, find, market, and connect. And so we have these pre-built profiles for every manufacturer. So our goal is to democratize visibility. It doesn't matter whether you're a 3-person machine shop or you are a 200% manufacturing facility. You have the same footprint, digital footprint, and have equal chance of being found. And the owner can claim for free, come and edit and enhance their profile and showcase their capabilities on their terms. And then everybody else, whether you're a customer or an owner, you can search by capability, not just a name. It could be as specific as a particular technological capability or a certification, by geography, by radius within this target area. And then investors and local partners can search for things by company size, whether it's a lead gen tool or as a business development tool or an outreach tool or a growth tool, whether the business is family owned or not, or whether or not it's got a real estate, whether or not it's got what kind of industry is it in, whether or not it's woman owned. There's so many other filters that you could search by in order to discover what's in your backyard. And then the more important thing is it's not just important to discover, but it's also important to connect and do so privately and discreetly. And so there's direct one-to-one messaging between the company, between owners themselves, or with owners with others and others with owners. And the idea is have a discrete platform because majority of these businesses are private businesses and they are highly private because there's no disclosure requirement. So we want to make sure that they can signal without making a spectacle of themselves and have that visibility, as we say, without the glare. So they can go reach out to people, whether for growth opportunities, investment opportunities, collaboration opportunities, and investors, local partners, and customers can reach out to these businesses. And as of March 17th, we're launching a new marketplace. This is based on demand from our users to offload excess stock because they have too much material. They got too much iron or copper, or too much a roll of lace. And how do I get rid of it locally? So the idea is for you to be able to almost like swap and get rid of it and surplus materials or idle equipment locally. So that way it's sustainable and it's fast and it frees up your inventory and your cash. So it's a business development tool, a growth tool, and more. And here are some use cases. There's a large aerospace supplier out of Rhode Island who was looking for a specific capability, and they thought they had it in Michigan or somewhere in the Midwest. They ended up searching on our platform when we were still in beta and found 4 options. And one of the machine shops locally was awarded $1 million job from this aerospace contractor. So that's the idea about what visibility can do. And there was another example of a small manufacturer who creates craft supplies right here in Providence. And their box manufacturer changed their minimum order quantity. And they are in about 2,000 square feet of space. They can't potentially go and get 10,000 boxes in order to ship the wares. And they were sort of trying to figure it out in the last minute. And it ended up finding somebody in less than 15 minutes that was 5 minutes away that they were not aware of. So these are examples of not relying on serendipity and luck, but allowing for a more intentional discovery to happen. So that way we can spend more time in the real world with relationship building. So what does it mean for if you're not a manufacturer? It's less time in discovery and more time in face-to-face relationship building. And half of these businesses are owned by somebody over the age of 55, nearing retirement age. There's a huge succession planning happening. And so whether it's succession planning services, whether it's financing opportunities, whether it's acquisition opportunities, once you bring the whole ecosystem together, then it's possible for all types of value to be unlocked, whether it's business exit, whether it's business growth, whether it's supply chain opportunity, local resilience. So that's the idea. And we actually unearthed a couple of ideas for our own ecosystem here at M3. There's an EV manufacturer in Woburn, and we noticed from our data set that there's a rare earth metal powder producer just 5 miles away. Maybe they should be talking. Perhaps they already are, but if not, they can find each other and start doing so right now, and at no cost if they're a manufacturer. And the same thing for is another example of a medtech sector, another high growth sector in this corridor. And here's another example of somebody where they could reach out to each other and get going. So we're not a static directory. What we are is an engagement engine that respects the privacy and the time and the legacy of these owners and kind of gets people discovered in the digital world and connected, and then having the relationship built in the real world. And one of our manufacturers actually called us the always on trade show. I guess that's a good way to describe it. And with that, I wanted to thank M3 again for this opportunity to be able to present our offering here. So thank you.